Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Mendoza. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Max Crosby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Mahomes going to throw. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down. A loss of 4. So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say we should have done better there.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now on 1st down, it's Washington again. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Raiders at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Back to throw now on first down.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
Now they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Now a 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
On first and goal, Washington. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Chiefs 3.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
2nd down and a yard.
Now Mahomes. The 20. 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
That's complete. Left side to Worthy.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Xavier Worthy.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs have retaken the lead.
The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score, Chiefs 10, Raiders 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. is up beyond the 15-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
It's a gain of 34.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Mendoza. That would complete to Trey Tucker. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. A give running left. It's Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. Business first.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They send him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
That's another one complete to Mitchell.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 43-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
Avoids him at the 40. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Mahomes now to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks are starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good.
And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Mendoza now from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first, here's Washington. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
staying on the ground with Washington. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Mendoza. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Back to throw. Mendoza.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Now here's Mahomes. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a 1st down.
Repeated the last play, finding Walker.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
Here's Walker.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught by Caldwell for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Chiefs 19, Raiders 14.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety rolling into position almost had it, but it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Mendoza, a final shot before break. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Pulled in at the 24. A great return there of 22 yards.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a gain of 34.
34 yards. That's another Las Vegas first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Pass complete right side to Bowers.
Touchdown Raiders.
Brock Bowers
From 3 yards out.
And the Raiders have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 2.
Is good. Makes the score Raiders 21, Chiefs 19.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots. And right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Straight ahead, Walker. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
They're going right back to Walker.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And that is caught by Caldwell. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chiefs have yet again retaken the lead.
Makes the score.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 5.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in many ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
You good, man. I already dealt with that shit earlier. Fantastic.
A tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Mendoza. open man here is Benson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Simple drag route
I don't know where
here,
Tony
lined
is.
up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Looking to throw. Mendoza. As he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He finds his man complete. That's Benson.
It's a gain of 8. And the Raider first down. 1st and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
These niggas didn't switch.
He finds his man complete.
I ain't been on
It's
my
Benson.
phone.
Down the sideline he goes.
How would I be on
He's
my
gonna
phone
get
I'm in
this
a game?
all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out.
True.
A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
Right, you gotta be.
First down. 1st and goal.
I say you gotta be trolling me.
Trying to pound it in with Washington.
Nigga, I'm on the game. How am I gonna be looking at my phone while I'm on the game?
Touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
My stream been up for 25 minutes, 46 minutes.
Touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
That is indeed what I said.
Gay is on for the point after.
The fact that you think this is the attitude says all I need to know, bro.
And the lead is now 2.
Shouldn't even being sassy, bro.
Raiders 28. Chiefs 26.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They will not kick the word, people.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the
There we
28-yard line.
There we go. There we go.
The KC offense out of the huddle,
There we
ready for the
go.
next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Let's y'all go.
Here's a
There we
2nd
go.
and 9 now from the 29. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. For the last one, man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Taken in at the 22. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go down Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. On first down, it's Ginty. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 15.
Now a run up the middle with Washington. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. Second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of
She ain't
this
trying to
thing,
hear that,
settle
Bobo.
things down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 7.
She need a Matt Lean, nigga.
Mendoza. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football.
And you, Dolo?
In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into
I said,
an
and you,
incompletion.
Dolo?
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Mendoza. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As soon as he leaked out and began his run, someone on the defense
Who's getting their money's worth?
and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead.
Nah, you sound like a fucking robot, my nigga.
Operating from the gun. Mendoza.
This nigga be throwing blind ass reads, bro. Jesus.
Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Jordy, look good, twin.
This drive. A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead.
Nigga, where they just sold my shit, bro.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 37.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play.
Jordy on go.
Defense have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
If they get a game-changing score on this
Nigga,
drive,
god damn, son.
that run was pure heart. Took it himself. Found a way to
Nigga,
set
your
it down,
shit.
and
Dr.
advanced the ball.
Robotnik, man.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider
I can't
territory,
do it.
right at the 40. They'll set
Oh.
up to throw.
Nigga, that
It's
shit.
crucial to get your route thrown, but when you throw it out, so many things are going through the mind.
This shit sound like.
Timing, getting the quarterback, on my feet,
Nah,
getting
what
down
the
inbounds.
fuck?
On that play, all those things going through his head.
Okay.
Might have caused him to drop it.
I mean,
Left side, that's
shit.
Carlton Mitchell.
Could I be surprised?
He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Ew.
The Chiefs have
Rochelle
got
said
the
she had to
passing
pull a
game
tick
rolling
off
a
of
bit.
her.
Another 1st
That's
down.
Lyme disease. Man, hell no. Man, hell no. Man, hell no. Man, hell no.
Mahomes going to throw. That's into the hands of
That's,
Wilson.
nigga, that's worthy.
Gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again.
Nigga
That's
worthy.
31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy
Help his mommy.
I think he looks at it
He's
as,
been helping his mom forever, hasn't he?
so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Mahomes. That is incomplete.
Intended for Xavier Worthy. Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to change things up. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Mahomes to throw once more. And he's got it. Touchdown.
2?
And Xavier Worthy with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs put together a 4th-quarter drive.
I know what they doing, bro. They played the first 2 games on the road. They let Deshaun, you know what I'm saying, fuck up. And then, no cop. And then 2 coming. Gonna throw that wrist up. Yeah, that's week 3. Because they said the Cleveland fans was booing Deshaun when he was playing at home. So they said they just want to see what they got. He probably gonna fuck up because they playing some tough ass niggas. And then my nigga 2. Yeah. Yeah, that nigga's gonna be a fucking problem, bro. That nigga's a problem, bro.
They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
You gonna join free fantasy, bro? I'm about to start getting it right.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Right back to Washington. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call that a loss.
I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't fucking with the Bills this year, bro.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
I need to see what y'all's cooking up.
From the gun on 3rd down.
I need to see what you're cooking up. Yeah, that's my play.
Rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter.
That shit gas.
Watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed.
We don't know how none of the thing gonna put. Yeah, why am I seeing my name tagged a bunch of times, bro? What was y'all niggas talking about?
True on every count there because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it
Bro,
was
I ain't been.
with these words.
I bet they like kiss ball, but he shit on himself. And make sure bro is straight. That nigga came and unpaused the game, bro. Think about sold me.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want.
Over here, nigga peed on the floor, bro.
Your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mendoza. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. We've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They get it to Washington, running left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Washington now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Second and goal at the 10-yard line.
Second down, goal to go.
Not going, bro.
They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is
This
intercepted.
nigga threw a white on Rofer game.
Just about sewn up this football game.
20-yard line.
This can't be my reality, bro.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Oh, you hear Jordan? She too loud?
But really,
My fault.
not much reason to use them at this
Gives me
point.
looking at me like, what the hell?
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a play in the catch.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Fields going to keep it running left. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Franchise.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Franchise game.
Back to throw. Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Traded for AD Mitchell, nigga. Ain't no worthy, nigga. They too fucking fast.